So that's what we discussed, and one of the reasons for our last town hall was where we were discussing that Realistic is a family which is very close knit. It's a platform where we inculcate a very different value system from where the way world works, the way real estate works, or the business world works. We're totally different than a lot of people. That's why a lot of situations come which we deal with, and at your level you speak about it, you get anxious about it. But all we can commit that leaders like Manu, John, Pankaj, Jas, and myself, along with the next layer which is in the making, like Raghav, Ankit, Udit, Karan, and so on and so forth, and each person in the team, whether it's Anil, Some, everybody, the kind of people we have, irrespective of the titles they have had. Somebody has spent 7 years, 8 years, it calls for a big character certificate for organization. To be in real estate and to be together for years. And I'm really glad because he's one of the members who's really spent good amount of time with us, and he's reached that level where he can add a lot of value to the organization. I would just like Raghav to speak about it so that everybody, because I'm sure, our organization, since we are a family, everybody wants to know. So we thought it's better they go separately and waste 20 minutes each time with 20 people. Let's do a town hall and we can all together.
I basically have to say something. Whatever decisions I took, last month, for whatever circumstances or reasons. But then, whenever I moved on, obviously. But then I realized with time, the close-knit, the warmth and the love and respect I was getting out here, and the relationships I had built over the last 4.5, 5 years out here. And the sort of, like I said, the trust and the respect which was there, and the warmth, which it was not even 1/10 or zilch of what exists in other organizations. It always looks as a grass is always greener on the other side is what everybody has a feeling. But till the time you don't test the waters, you don't really get to know what exactly it is. But then when I realized that ultimately, where my heart and soul really is right now, why am I separating myself from that particular place? And having spent 4.5, 5 years here, I mean, like I said, from day one, being nurtured very well by Harinder sir, of course, Pankaj sir, by everybody around here, all seniors, all colleagues. So, I really felt it's time to really pay back and contribute towards success of RR and take it to next level. And what am I doing by, just separating myself from this particular institution, the family we are out here. So, as soon as I felt it, I didn't want to waste even a minute or two, or, just be in this thing that let's give it another, try for days, because I really felt it. And I really used to feel day in, day out that something in my life is missing. I obviously could not adjust because, like I said, my heart and soul was purely in at this place itself. So, then I just quickly made the decision, and I've been fortunate enough ultimately by that Harinder sir, Pankaj sir again gave me this opportunity to sort of with open arms, in fact, to sort of come back and continue the way it was all happening. So I owe a big thank you to both of you. Thank you so much.
So I would just welcome Raghav again back to the family, and I always told him that it's your baby. He has been so consistent, so honest, and so committed to this vertical and to the company since day one of joining. So I was very keen that Raghav must continue and try his luck, growth and everything within this vertical, and fortunately God has been kind that he thought at the right time the right thing, and we discussed it yesterday in detail when I was out. So we discussed in detail, and I thought it's your baby, why don't you don't have any kind of hesitation in taking care of it in ahead also. And I'm very confident that the kind of aggression, maturity, experience and commitment I have seen in Raghav, it is very visible that Gurgaon leasing vertical will be taken to next level. So the consistency was required, and it is there. So very warm welcome to Raghav to join back the family, and I'm very happy and excited about it because at least मुझे थोड़ा कम काम करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा. So I'm happy. So these guys are great, So these guys are great. Raghav is there now, so family is complete once again, and we will take it to next level. I can really see that possibility, and I would like to commit that everybody will see this vertical growing on year-on-year basis, and we all will really enjoy the growth here. And so more responsibility on Raghav, and he is very sure, and I'm confident that we will take care of it jointly.
Yeah, of course.
So
That's
wonderful.
what
So
we are
all the
here to do.
best. 2014 has really come up with great news. This way also and otherwise also.
couple
and
of other things in the pipeline,
couple
which
of
we'll
things are
keep
happening.
giving you.
So this year really looks very promising from the Destiny wise also.
Absolutely. As we said that tough times are the best time for us. That's our destiny. So guys, be prepared that we are going through a good phase. Only thing is we have to really work extra. We have to realize that tough times means tough times. We have to go through that toughness to get success out of it. So that doesn't mean that we can relax, sit back and still we'll be successful. You have to give that extra bit to make it happen. Okay, and we are really having high expectations from you guys. Okay, wonderful, brilliant. John, Manu, would you like to just say a few words?
I think
For a-
just had a word with Raghav, and my reaction was from heart that welcome back. मतलब truly speaking, I felt like कि मैं immediately गले लग के इसको एक अपना जैसा होता है ना, so I felt like then I did it, and I'm sure he had the same feeling while he thought coming back. So that's the warmth and that's what he's talking about, and that's all what we have experienced in these years. It's not पिछले बार में I told it's not about that your destiny is not written somewhere. It would have been written somewhere. Everybody has. But today, if you are here, you are happy. What you are achieving day by day, your growth, and you are enjoying your work. That affection in your heart is there towards the work. Nothing goes wrong. Nothing will go wrong. Just have faith in God, have faith in the company, and have faith in yourself. Everything will be all right. And to him, it's like welcome back. And we all know that he is the one. He is the guy. जो मैं एक चीज़ अभी बोली भी थी कि वारिस जो नोएडा गुड़गांव टीम की जो वारिस है वो he has come back to us. So good luck to him.
Thank you so much.
God bless.
Of course, Raghav, when anybody wants to add on that, please understand that we are going through the toughest phase of Indian economy. There are expansions which have gone slow. There is investment transactions which are going to go down for next 2 quarters, and these are the opportunity times. And why I say these are opportunity times, because people would like to relocate. I remember, and I have shared this many times, and I would like to just discuss this, that when first time we went through a similar phase in 98, 99, when that was the first year we incorporated Realistic Realtor, and me and Pankaj were together, and we really went through where people stopped asking for space. Nobody was taker, nobody was expanding, and there was no requirements coming, and we were up and running, so we had to survive. So we actually went back, walking back to our clients' offices, who we leased out place in 95, 96, 97 when the economy was very aggressive, and people were sitting at 120 to 200 rupees in Connaught Place. In Nehru Place, which was in 94 at 30 rupees, went up till 100 rupees. So it was unrealistic, uncalled for, increase in the values, which people had to pay because there was no space available and the economy was booming. So we thought, how can we sit back? Because people didn't even realize they had choice, because somebody had a lock-in in place. They thought we are locked in, we are legally not going to be able to come out of it, and they were paying 250 rupees in Connaught Place, they were paying 120 rupees in Nehru Place. We went back to them and we told them, why don't you relocate? Because market has come down heavily and it's time for you to save cost. And trust me, we were highest revenue generating vertical that year, because most of the people we went gave us LOIs there and then. In the meeting they said, is it possible? How do you do it? We said, this is the format, just give us a letter and give us 10 days, we'll come back to you with the strategy. And we got endless work to do. Because that was a very immature market. Market also didn't realize what's happening. A lot of brokers didn't realize, clients didn't realize. As I was discussing with Ankit that day, as I would be discussing with Some, can I ask Some, if I have to ask you, or if somebody comes to you, suppose you are not in a real estate, you're working in Time Tower, and you've been part of this family, or Anil, or even other people, and if I ask you, hey guys, why are you working out of Time Tower? Does your work really makes you stay in Time Tower? How many of us can answer that? How many of us actually know the cost of being in Time Tower per seat? How many of us know? Very few people would know that. Which means that people sitting in companies are themselves not aware of their own need, which we have to create. We are consultants, we are not brokers waiting for somebody to ask कि 5000 फुट चाहिए, अच्छा भाई सब 4 है ले लो, 6 प्रॉपर्टी दिखा दूंगा, 8 दिखा दूंगा, वो तो दुनिया कर रही है. We are consultant, we have to think out of the box, we have to reach the mind and need of people. We have to do that need analysis, and basic fundamental of need analysis is go back and check कि कौन सी ट्रांजेक्शन 150 में हुई हैं, 125 में हुई हैं, कब हुई हैं. पिछले साल अपनी डायरी निकालो, जो ट्रांजेक्शंस तुम्हें मार्केट से पता चली वो लिखी होंगी, जो तुम नहीं कर पाए वो लिखी होंगी. उस टाइम मार्केट रेट क्या था, क्या उससे बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटी आज सोना रोड पे है? बिल्कुल है. we get success out of tough times. This is where we are different. And this is where globally the consultants grow. For developer, it's a tough market. For investor, trader, it's a worst market. For consultant, it's a great market if people relocate. Unfortunately, out of bad times, but that's our job. People want to save costs, people want to relocate. And these relationships become 10 times stronger because in tough times, you have gone, knocked the door and made the guy save crores and lakhs. Why will he leave you ever? Why will he not respect you? But it demands a lot of extra effort, it demands a lot of extra commitment, extra understanding. Following a small est of the thought out of a senior or me and thinking it to the extent possible will make us do all this, because this is not science, this is not so difficult. But it definitely needs a lot of commitment, extra efforts and energy and belief that out of these kind of different innovative techniques we'll be able to generate revenue.